Here's Johnny.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what's up? Dante here. Hey, we got yet another addition to the Outbreak streak with the next scenario, Flashback. Heads up, I'm going to be playing as Mark. Duh. I do have, or am intending to defeat the Axeman and the huge plant.
That's a huge bitch!
I know there's a ton of extra cutscenes, primarily with Alyssa, and I am going to be covering them at a later date, just as a heads up. Now that that's out of the way, I'm here to deliver the plots, enemies, and a quick rating for the scenario. So here's Flashback. Abandoned hospital. An abandoned building in a foggy forest. All around us were the echoes of some forgotten tragedy. Enveloped in evil, we pressed onward. The scenario begins with survivors starting off in a cabin. We're going to go with the headcanon here that Alyssa shepherded the crew here from the city. But again, this isn't an Alyssa run, it's a Mark run. So, Mark and the gang are in the cabin checking out the views when someone enters the cabin.
I don't get many visitors around here. I hear the city's in quite a state right about now. Well, there is an old road through these woods that leads to the neighboring town. It's easy to get lost, I'm afraid. Let me show you the way. Let's hope no one gets hurt. It's not like there's a decent hospital around here after all.
Hospital?
Pretty ominous, right? Basically, he's asking you in a creepy way to walk through a creepy forest and meet up in an abandoned, creepy hospital. What in the Scooby-Doo hell are the survivors getting into? Anywho, gameplay begins with the survivors following the mysterious man through the mountain pass. They reach a suspension bridge, cross before it collapses, and then arrive at the dilapidated hospital. Alright, now what? Well, hell, I know it's that type of freaky party. Too bad I left my ball and gag at home. Also, I am playing this online. Each one of us had a syringe and we basically split up to tackle the plant vines to weaken the boss quicklier. Quicklier. So, as Mark, we head upstairs to the examination room, grab a syringe from inside the drawer, and head over to the auxiliary building B1F hall. We're going to use the syringe on the plant for this cutscene. Side note, you can use the pharmacy to refill syringes. I am playing on very hard, so you can also get the administration key in this room. I think on normal you get the auxiliary key here, but on very hard it's on the roof. Alright, looks like Mark is done with his side of the chores. You gotta love that online or in network in any way, shape, or form. If you're working with somebody, like you can each set like different goals for yourself and you can have like a meeting point. That was awesome that we all knew that, hey, we each have a specific task, so let's go get that task done and meet back on the first main floor. But anyway, so Mark meets back on the first main floor, meets up with his teammates. One brought the rusty key and somebody else brought the administration key, so great. Mark and crew can head up to the second floor. They head up to the second floor, use the admin key on the administration room to get into the office, and then use the rusty key on the wall next to the bookcase.
Keep it up.
From there, the gang heads up to the third floor. They got to battle wasps and nightshades, and once you finish with that mess, you get to jump down the hole. Back to the second floor. The group heads to the first floor again and quickly books it to the auxiliary building North Hall. This, you're basically using this path so you can get back to the maintenance access route to get back to the roof. Why this route? We're just doing like online shenanigans. But anyway, try to keep up. Anyway, back on the roof. We had up a ladder to get to the 5th floor. The Axeman is there waiting to ask the group a question. The question is, how much pain does it take to satisfy the sadist? Well, let's find out.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
They give the answer in form of bullets and melee weapons. He's satisfied, and the guys continue along their merry way. They defeat another ladder boss and make it to the tippy top of the hospital where the plant is waiting for them. One syringe blast later, and you get this cutscene. Great, so the crew has another hole to jump down. They jump down the hole and the following cutscene plays. Well, I guess Dorothy don't want the Funky Bunch to leave, so let's go to the ICU and give her a visit. After that fight, Mark and the gang makes a beeline for the exit while being chased by the Axeman.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I love the young people.
Come on. Thanks.
Whew. Almost got screwed by the camera angle again.
Thank you. Thanks. Yes. Hey. Bounce. Thank you. Go. Go. Thank you.
Freedom.
So there you are, my dear.
I don't like hospitals. The smell gives me a headache. But this time I had to deal with shit much scarier than a shot in the arm. If I make it out of this alive, I suppose I don't have any excuses to put off that physical now.
GG. Alright, for this section we're going to go over the enemies that are specific to this scenario. We're going to start off with the green zombies. After that you have the wasps, evil shade, Axeman, and for the boss of the area you have Dorothy or giant plant. Now for very hard mode you do get the Scissortails returning. These guys are in like the forested area. Like if you don't make it across the suspension bridge in time, it's going to collapse. And if you go back to the forest area, you're going to see a bunch of Scissortails. But I would like to confirm if they're on like normal mode or hard mode. I don't believe that they would be, but I only play this mode on hard and very hard, and they're there for both. So I will try to confirm that on my end. But that's what we have for Flashback. Alright, keeping it simple, teamwork makes the dream work for this scenario. If you have Alyssa, you'll get extra cutscenes and information. That is a run I'm going to be working on after this series when this series is finally complete. As for some of the characters, I do love Axeman. He pretty much stood out to me. He's like a mini nemesis and with a somewhat tragic backstory. That's why I was kind of like asking, like, do you feel like this is, if his story is tragic when compared to his wife Dorothy? Is it just her that's tragic? Of course, is it purely her, or is it, can you find a wee bit of crumb, a speck if you will, of sympathy for the Axeman? As far as the level, I mean, it's Poison Central through and through, and that always sucks. I have to give it a 7 out of 10.